What's up, everybody? This is Jackhammer2711, and we're going to take a look today at another quick video review. Right now, we're going to be looking at the Masters of the Universe Classics Lighthope. This is a figure I'm really excited for. It was the Club Etheria exclusive figure. You could only get this figure by subscribing to the Club Etheria subscription on MattyCollector.com in the Masters of the Universe Classics lineup. That, of course, was the mini sub from this past year. And the figure you got was Lighthope. Of course, you see he came in the standard mailer box, Masters of the Universe Classics logo, and of course his name Lighthope there across the bottom. And whenever you busted that sucker open, man, this is what you got. And he is awesome. Whenever I saw this figure, I was kind of on the fence about subbing. Whenever I saw him, I was like, I gotta do it. He just looks so cool. And I cannot wait to get him open and get him in my hot little hands and just kind of mess around with him a little bit. He looks spectacular. Taking a look at the figure in the packaging, of course he does come in the standard Masters of the Universe Classics blister card packaging. You got your Masters of the Universe Classics logo there. Lightning bolts coming down the side. He's got that standard green brick packaging. This is part of the Princess of Power line. Of course, his name is Lighthope, and he is the magical protector of the Crystal Castle. And it becomes apparent once you get him open just why he's based on the Crystal Castle. I mean, he is awesome. Bottom of the packaging has the Mattel Mumbo Jumbo. Taking a look at the back of the packaging, of course, you do have your Masters Universe Classics logo here at the top. And some of the other figures in the line to this point, you've got Glimmer, Seahawk, Flutterina, Lighthope, which is who we have in hand, the Sorceress, and Orko. Taking a look there at Lighthope's bio. Real name is Lord Rygus Hope. Not too bad, I guess. If you want to read that bio, go ahead and pause it and do so now. And then the artwork here is actually artwork that is from the original Princess of Power cartoon. And as you can see right there, this pink light strip, that was all we knew about Lighthope before the Four Horsemen were given free reign to give us an interpretation of Lighthope in the Masters Universe Classics line. And man, did they go above and beyond. But anyway, there's Lighthope in the packaging. Let's go ahead and get him busted out of his plastic prison and see just exactly what Lighthope is working with. Alright, everyone. We have Lighthope here out of the packaging. And I've got to say, after getting him out of the packaging and fiddling around with him a little bit, expectations met. He's just really nice. As I said, he was the sub-exclusive figure for the 2014 Club Etheria subscription, which was the 6-figure mini-sub. First time in a mini-sub we got an exclusive figure that you only got for subscribing. And it worked for me. I wasn't interested to the core. I am a bit of a completist when it comes to Masters of the Universe Classics, but I had given some thought to passing on it just because, I mean, the price on these things keeps going up. You know, could I really afford 6 more added to what I was already getting in the Club Eternia subscription? And I saw a picture of this guy, and I was like, you know what? They got me. Because he just looks so cool. I don't really have that much of an emotional connection to She-Ra as much as I do He-Man. Of course, I'm a dude, so whenever I was a little kid growing up, you know, She-Ra just kind of seemed like small dolls to me, so I wasn't really interested in them all that much. Of course, you know, a little bit familiar with it because of the Filmation cartoon and the connection to Masters of the Universe, but Lighthope was always just, he was a pillar of light, and then the Four Horsemen gave us this. And I'm so glad that they did. Man, he rocks. He's really cool. Just taking a closer look at him here. First we'll look at his accessory. Lighthope comes with this staff. And of course, if you're familiar with the Princess of Power, this is the Crystal Castle atop his staff there, and he is, of course, the protector of the Crystal Castle. You can see here, taking a look at the details on this, there's a kind of a clear gem here in the middle. Also, right there at the you can kind of see the color change when I put my finger behind it, and there at the top, and then there at the base as well, some translucent plastic. But the sculpting details, really, really nice. You can see all the line work here. I mean, it's a really good representation of the Crystal Castle shrunk down to, you know, the top of Lighthope's staff. I mean, it just looks really, really nice. You know, the Four Horsemen just, they do what they do. I mean, they go out there and they sculpt the crap out of this stuff, and this is no different. Really, really nice. You can see some more sculpting detail here at the bottom of the staff. You know, and then here again, they got these little studs on the base here. It's just really, really nice. And then, of course, it moves down to this handle. It's just a clear, kind of, not really clear, almost a smoky colored translucent plastic, almost like a glue stick that you would put in a hot glue gun. That's what it looks like. But as you can see, it is kind of translucent. You can see my skin, but there behind it. And then, of course, the bottom of the staff is just this gold pommel down at the bottom. It's simple, but it's nice. You know, it matches very well with the rest of the accessory. So you know, that's Lighthope's staff. It's just Crystal Castle on a stick. That's what you're getting right there. But it's really, really nice, really cool. Taking a closer look at Lighthope himself. Man, this guy's got a lot going on. The sculpting on this is just beyond anything that I could actually hope for. You know, taking a good closer look at him here, you can see he's kind of sculpted in this. It's translucent plastic, but I can't tell if it's a pink wash on top of it. Some of it is definitely a wash. Like right here, you may not be able to tell on camera, but this is definitely a wash over the translucent plastic here. But I can't tell if it's like that throughout the figure, or if there's actually some pink coloring mixed in with the translucent plastic. But it just gives him this really, really spiritual, ethereal look. He looks like someone who would be a spirit, you know. But it's a really nice effect. It's done so well. And of course, it does tie into the fact that he was just a pink column of light in the cartoon, you know, with this pink color. You know, looking at his headdress and his head here, he's got the white eyes painted on. Just a really, really nice stern face sculpt. Can't really pick up too much. You can see it pretty good here on the camera. It's not too bad. He's got that nice goatee there at the bottom. You know, this headdress is just really nice. It's got like these feathers sort of on the side, somewhat reminiscent of She-Ra. Just a bit, because of course, you know, She-Ra, she gets her powers there from the Crystal Castle. Again, there on the side. Of course, on the top of the headdress, this is also very, very reminiscent of the Crystal Castle itself. You know, not necessarily a direct representation of it, but it's just it brings to mind that architecture that you see on the Crystal Castle on the cartoon. And then he's got this really nice red dot right there in the middle, painted on there. It just looks really, really nice, you know. And just it comes this armor so detailed. I mean, just take a look at this. I mean, it just looks so good. I mean, it's just, man, it's great. He's got kind of that clear translucent gem here in the middle of his armor. That just kind of ties everything together really nice. I mean, just look at the sculpting detail. He's got this nice eagle, you know, across his throat guard there on his armor. And just nice sculpting detail all throughout, you know, around here. Almost kind of a Superman shaped symbol there, but not really to the core, but it kind of evokes that a little bit. You know, and then he's got these nice straps that go down the sides there and onto his back. Nice details there on the shoulder armor as well. Just nice sculpting all around. I mean, it just looks really great. You know, going around there to the back, you know, he's got some more sculpting detail on the back there. He's got another red gem there on the throat guard. Of course, the cape is connected to the armor. It's all one piece. But there on his back, you can see again on his back, he's got another one of those clear translucent gems on his armor. Just looks really nice. Really cool. And just taking a look at the back of his helmet, this is translucent as well. This part of the helmet is all translucent. It's got some really nice line work, line detail in there. Just a slight black wash on it to bring out that sculpting detail, but it's not so much that it makes the plastic smoky or it looks off with the rest of the figure. It brings out that sculpting detail really nicely. You know, going down to his arms, he's got some really nice looking bracers here on his arm. You see it's got that nice line detail in it and some more sculpting detail down here closer to the hand. Really cool. I mean, he really pops, guys. He looks really good. I can't say enough about him, man. He's just so awesome. Of course, coming down here to the belt piece, he does have this gem painted here in his belt there. It looks almost like there's a paint mistake right here, but that's the shape of the gem. That's not a paint mistake. I don't know if you can really tell with the way this is lit. Maybe leaning like that. It looks, see how it kind of looks asymmetrical? Well, it looks that way because the gem on the belt is actually asymmetrical. I don't think that's a mistake. But just even more sculpting detail down here on the waist armor, if you would call it. All this nice sculpting detail here. Another red gem here. As well as on the other side right there. He just looks fantastic. Just this nice gold paint, almost like the gold paint. It's just so nice, so cool. You see there on his other arm, he doesn't have a standard bracer. He has like this almost like a shield. Another red, you know, paint detail in the middle there, red gem. But it's so neat. It's almost like just a little shield he wears on his arm. It's non-removable, but you can see on the back side it has the straps going around his arm just like a shield would. Just a really nice action figure. And then the boots we've seen before. These are, of course, the boots that debuted with the Bow figure. Excuse me. So a nice reuse of parts when they could, but other than, you know, the reused parts here, the boots and the standard male buck, I don't see very many new parts on him, and there wouldn't be, you know, because he's an all new figure. But just such a nice action figure, man. I'm just really happy with it. Of course, the armor is removable. Just picking up. I'm not going to take it off on camera here. But it is removable. There's a tab here and a tab here. You know, you would just a little bit of paint slop on the underneath there. See there on the cape, it kind of rubbed off from the armor there, but it's not a big deal. You would just, like any other figure, untab from right here. You can see I kind of got my thumb under it. You'd untab it, remove the helmet, or the head rather, and remove the armor. So that's the cool thing about this armor. Let's say you're, I don't know, you want your King Randor to have some new armor to go into battle. Man, this would go nicely with like a King Randor type figure, or any figure that isn't, you know, just decorated in such a way that the gold would clash with the action figure with the color scheme. This is just really nice. Going over articulation, the head does go all the way around on that ball joint. It's kind of inhibited a little bit by the goatee. You kind of have to work it around right in that spot, but it does go all the way around. Head goes up, not too far, and down about like that. That's about all the up and down motion you're going to get on the head there. But the arms do go all the way around, except they are kind of hindered by the armor right here. but they would, you know, if you remove the armor, they would go all the way around. But you can still see a nice range of posability. You know, you can get his arm all the way up like that, and about that back that far with the armor still on, so not too bad. Of course, the arms do go all the way up and back down. You have your bicep swivel all the way around there at the bicep. Your single point elbow, up and down. Of course, swivel here at the wrist, so all the way around there. Just have a waist twist. He'll go all the way around there at the waist. Ab crunch works really nice. Really nice ab crunch. Almost like a ratchet in there. It feels like you kind of feel it catch right there. But really nice. Of course, legs do go out about that far. A little bit hindered by this waist piece here, but not too bad. You'd still be able to get him on a steed easily. You know, they do go back down. The legs will go about that far forward, about that far back. Once again, kind of hindered by these skirt pieces, I guess you would say. But, you know, you'd still be able to get him in a somewhat of a sitting pose. He's not going to sit as nicely as a lot of other figures are, but you can get him almost in a nice sitting pose. But let's face it, he's not going to be sitting down. He's the guardian of Crystal Castle. He's going to be guarding stuff. Legs do go all the way around there at the thigh. Oh man, maybe it won't go all the way around. Kind of hindered there too, apparently, by the skirt piece. Won't get them all the way around, but you can get it, you know, as far as a normal human hip should move. Put it that way. It's got the single point knee. Got the little twist there at the boot cut. Really tight ankles. Really nice tight ankles. And of course, just a very tiny bit of an ankle pivot there. But this is Lighthope, guys. And he's really nice. He holds his staff quite well in his hand there. This is Lighthope, guys. Unfortunately, I don't think you're going to be getting this guy anywhere anytime soon except the secondary market. Mattel's held pretty fast and hard to their sub-exclusive figures not ever being released again. I can't ever recall any of them even being released with a customer service stock or anything like that. So if you passed on the sub, unfortunately you're not going to be able to get this guy for what would be considered retail pricing. If you go on eBay to get him, you're likely going to pay some pretty crazy prices, because let's face it, if you've ever bought anything off of eBay, you know that people are out there scalping the crap out of stuff left and right. So you can get ready to pay big bucks for this guy. But let me tell you something, if you're a fan of Masters of the Universe Classics, this figure is what Masters of the Universe Classics is all about. It really is fantastic. Great sculpting, great paint work. The Four Horsemen have done an awesome job once again of sort of realizing a character that was never realized in plastic or in a form such as this before. It's just really nice. Even if you don't really have a connection to Princess of Power, somewhat like I do, it's just a great action figure. I mean, if you don't want him to be Lighthope, Guardian of the Crystal Castle, I'm sure you can make up some kind of craziness for Lord Rigus or whatever, that, you know, he's like one of the elders, or he's the ultimate good that's going to defeat Skeletor, whatever you want to call him. Just, if you get a chance and you can get him for a reasonable price, I'd probably even overpay a little bit for this guy, because he's just that nice. He's really a great action figure. As always, guys, rate, comment, subscribe, guys. It's been a while since I posted a review, and I've got a lot of catching up to do, because I think this guy was released somewhere like September, October, November, something like that. So I'm really backed up on my reviews, but hopefully in the next couple days I can get all that caught up and kind of get back on track with what we've got released so far. Anyway, this has been Jackhammer 2711. Thanks for watching, you guys, and as always, I will catch you all on the flip side.